Once you've got your SmartArt and you've adjusted the colors and the styles, there's a few last pieces that you're able to do. You can actually use the Format tab for SmartArt to be able to truly adjust each piece individually or the whole thing as a whole and make custom settings. Under the Format tab, you can see that we've got shape styles with shape fill, outline, and shape effects, as well as word styles for text fill and outline effects. When you click on a specific shape inside of here, you can see that the shape styles appear, and we can hit the drop-down menu and look at any of these, again with the names hovering over them. And you can manually adjust each shape individually inside of here. So if you wanted to give something a different color, you could give it a different color and apply that. You could even manually adjust it using shape fill, where you go outside of your colors for your theme and apply a color of your choice. You can even apply gradients, textures, pictures, all of those kinds of things individually to shapes. Same thing for outline. Outline would be the border around your shape, so you can apply different borders to whatever you're wanting, as well as shape effects like glow, reflection, bevel, and those types of things. You can also adjust the word art styles using one of the base word art styles or text effects. Again, they have names when you hover over them, and you can see that it will apply to that shape. You can adjust things manually for text fill, outline, and text effects as well for each individual shape. If you click on the outside border of the SmartArt, you can see that if I go in here and I adjust the word art style to be maybe, I don't know, this purple with a blue, or this white text with purple outline, it will apply to every shape within my style, my SmartArt at the same time. So you can see that all of them now have that text effect. So when you're clicked on the outside border of a SmartArt, you're actually affecting the whole thing. The last thing I want to show you is when you click at the bottom, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and insert some text. And I want to show you how SmartArt works with text around it. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here, and I'm going to type =LOREM, open parentheses, 2,10, close parentheses. Type it exactly like that, and then go ahead and hit enter on your keyboard to get 2 paragraphs. First things first, we're going to go ahead and take our SmartArt. We're going to click on the outside border and we're going to resize it. So I'm going to go to the bottom right down here, any quarter really, and I'm going to resize it to make it about half the width of my page. So that way I can make it so that it fits to the right of this text. So I want you to pause the video here and see if you can get this SmartArt to sit to the right of this text and the paragraph to wrap around them and adjust to meet the needs of the SmartArt. So pause the video here and see if you can do that. When I go to move this SmartArt, so I'm going to go ahead and move close my text pane right here by hitting this, this X right here. When I go to move my SmartArt, I click and drag it down near the right side of these text paragraphs. And when I click that, you'll see that actually what it does is it pops wherever my cursor was clicked inside of the paragraph for the characters and sits right there. Right now, your SmartArt is acting like a piece of text. Nothing will wrap around it. It won't sit to the right side of the page unless it's on the right side of the paragraph. So it's really acting like a piece of text. On the right of your SmartArt, and this appears on almost every one of your objects, you're talking about like, shapes and text boxes and pictures, all of them are going to have this layout options off to the right. And layout options allows it to make sure that it has text wrapping or how the text interacts with it. And you can see that by default, we're set to inline with text, which means it's going to act like a piece of text. However, we want it to act like an object where things can wrap around it. And you can see that the next options are called with text wrapping. And when you hover over them, they have names again. So this one's square, for instance, and things will be square around this. So I can then, once I choose the text wrapping option, I can then drag this anywhere on the page and move it around and things will wrap around it. Depending on what your shape is shaped like, you could do things like tight, where it will get as close to the edge and you can see like it's starting to wrap around the different pieces, even pushing words across and on the other side of it. I can do even closer in where I can make it so nothing can be on the left or right of it. I can make it so it goes behind text. I can make it so it sits on top of text, all of those kinds of things. But I'm going to go back to square and leave it there. So when you're working with SmartArt and you have text as well or other content, you can always use this layout options to really adjust what your text wrapping is around your SmartArt. And this works for pictures and shapes and text boxes as well.